Hello, hello. Okay, I picked some shots off of a couple of rolls this week. It's all black and white, some double X, some tri-X. Okay, I was interested in this door. I really wanted to open it, but I didn't. But I'm going to be back to this location. This is the Portland Community Darkroom building. I'm hoping I'm going to open this and there's going to be like a bunch of photographers. But I don't, not working on I don't want to ruin their darkroom work. I don't think that's what's back there, but I have no idea. I do like the number 27. It's my favorite number. It always brings good things for me. It's also my wife's favorite number. And my two sons both like 27. Well, I see a bunch of things here. I see a face. I see a feather. Is it a leaf? Is it a feather? I see some interesting textures. Maybe the letter P. Now, I grew this tree. This is my fig tree. It's sort of a tragic story, though, because a friend gave this to me when I bought my house, and I planted it in like the best possible spot for a fig tree, except that it's right above my sewer line. So this was sort of a look at my beautiful fig tree, and I'm going to cut it down this summer. But the leaves look mighty nice. Yeah, you're thinking what I'm thinking, right? Just want to touch the paw. This is Goldie. Now you see how this is it lavender? Right, it has a real swoop to it. And then there's this other plant that kind of, it's like it's in the way, except I did that on purpose. And I have mixed feelings. Now this would be a really tough shot, except that the light just happened to be where, right, it was dark behind it, but there was just enough light on this real thin little plant. And I sort of like that it's next to this stop sign. But it's not a lot to get excited about. And this one too, I saw a little bit of sunlight on this leaf, and my first reaction was, I wish that this plant was prettier. But then I sort of slapped myself and was like, come on, Daniel, give this plant a chance. And I think it did good. Like, especially this thing over here, it's sort of kind of wild. I don't know. I've got a lot of these many years ago. Plant on asphalt, right? But the light here was kind of interesting, and I also liked the shadows underneath it. I'm definitely paying more attention to shadows than ever before. Now, I hope this says love. LO, and then although, wait, I don't think that says love. It says LOC. LO. I might have to go back. Maybe it's an O. Look. That's probably what it says. Look. Right. Now it's no parking sign in the woods, which is already weird, but there's other things about this that are a little bizarre. You know, I almost don't want to look at it. It's like looking at a, well, I don't want to even say it. A crime scene here. Now here I really pushed the exposure and the development because I wanted to see what XX looks like. Really make that grain show up in those higher tones there on the van. And then also, like, right, it's, this person has a recycle bin, a green waste bin, another green waste bin, a trash can, a bottle thing, another bottle thing. Look, they didn't even need this one. Now, I'm collecting mailbox photos. It's going to make a small chapter in my upcoming book. And I think this one might make the cut. I'm only thinking like around a dozen photos. So it's, and I've taken a ridiculous amount of mailbox photos. But this one is pretty good. Now, someone asked me recently, they said, Daniel, you know, sometimes you just say, oh, it's a keeper, right? And I don't really say why it's a keeper. For me, it's the balance of the black and the white has a yin-yang feel and that, but I focused on that bush that's having a wild time behind it. And then everything around these mailboxes is plants. There's lots of interesting tones. Has some depth to it, some layers. Yeah. And it's like it's a mailbox photo, but also it's not. Oh man, did I get another mailbox keeper? So I like this piece of paper. That just, it's like hugging the mailbox almost. The tones are nice, the geometry is nice. The way you can kind of see through the paper a little bit is nice. Was it trying to get into the mailbox? Oh, I may have gotten another mailbox shot. Right, I like the way these verticals are working together. There's some triangles. Right, you got these two white pipes. The 36 is in focus and everything else is out of focus. Some good textures in there, interesting shapes. Now, I don't think this one is going to make the cut, but still pretty good. I don't know what that's for. Yeah. Now, if you're not a mailbox lover, I'm almost through the mailbox section. Right, I go on these walks, and it's just hard not to take pictures of all these mailboxes. I like the composition on this. Right, there's a lot of different areas of the photo that are interesting, little textures. I had to try this one in horizontal too. I really like the tones and the contrast in the brickwork. Yeah, I mean, I like that this one's sort of in the bush, but I've got better. And then I sort of got excited about all these like limbs coming up the middle. Sort of nice presence from those formula boxes. Eh. Alright, we are transitioning. So this is now Tri-X. We're in the deep forest. Look at how the thickness of the trees. The trees have moss all around them. Right, usually it's like, oh, the north side. Oh, no. Here it's all sides. And there's a line of cars. And this woman is wondering what is going on. And we're in it too. That's George. And my wife got out to stretch. Now what we're really doing is we're waiting on summer camp to get out so we can pick up my other son, Ellery. Now, here is one of George's favorite things to do is check out the Safeway coupons when they come in the mail. This is also one of my favorite things to do as a kid. I don't know which one he's really looking at, but I'm going to guess that it's these, maybe the drumsticks for $6.99. Now, Ellery is dressed to go to a sports camp. The theme of the day was it crazy? Was it wacky? Was it... But that's what he wore. Yeah, we got this puppy. This is the day we went to go pick up our new puppy. Her name is Shadow. And she has this little white spot on one of her paws. Her mom is a McNabb. We're not sure about her dad yet. But my boys are so sweet with her. Yeah, I turned around and got a little bit of backlight on Ellery. But look how much it sort of made even his face glow. Didn't really edit this at all. Just cropped in because I was a little far away. I like how Shadow is touching his hand. And he's about to pet her. And I grabbed a couple with this light. And really I like them as a pair. Oh, I like this one a lot. This reminds me of back when I shot a lot of Fuji X cameras, like the X100, 3, 4, 5, etc. Right, it's that focal length, about that amount of depth of field. Easy to sort of get these family life shots. But this looks so good. Harder to do with film, but when you get it, it's really beautiful. Now here I cropped in because I just wanted to see how cute Shadow is. She's good at looking at the camera. I like her how she's sort of like scrunched there, kind of sitting almost on her new bed. This is her new bed. She loves it. I think she's doubled in size the first week. You know, I've never owned a dog before, so like, you know, we take her out and we're like, oh, okay, she's gonna pee, but the first thing she tries to do is start digging at the fence, right? It's like, oh, okay, we now have a animal that's gonna dig a hole in our yard, and it's like all those things that dog owners know about, but I'm gonna have to learn as they happen. I mean, look at her looking at the camera again. I like this one. I like that action, his expression, his hand. The light's a little nice the way it kind of came in and, you know, got her eye. Kind of almost looks like a little bit of flare, but I don't think it is. Yep. She's a little bit of a biter. She is. But, I mean, come on. Right? She can bite all she wants looking like that. Yeah, so their expressions are both amazing. This negative turned out really clean, really like you know, nailed the exposure in terms of if I wanted to print this with like a grade 2 or 3 filter, I think right, it would be an easy one to do. So I think I might take that to the darkroom as my next one to print. And this one too, just to have that balance. I don't want to show favoritism for one son. Although I guess I would print one of the other ones with Ellery, right? Right, maybe that one or. And I also shot a couple other rolls this week, so I'm not through looking at puppy pictures. And I did feel like, you know, I need to let my cats know that just because I have a puppy dog that I'm still going to take pictures of them. Now, I don't have any pictures of Lewis here, so... but I have seen him this week. He is still around. Now, I'm maybe going to end on this one because, well, it's the last picture I put in the list, but it's also just like... Look at this film. Look at Tri-X here. That is gorgeous. All right. Thanks for joining me. Take care.